What's up, everyone? This is the first Superstars after the Royal Rumble, and going forward, this is going to be WrestleMania. You're going to see my plans unravel pretty quickly, most likely. For WrestleMania, it looks like I have 10 matches booked, and one of them's the Andre Battle Royal, and that's probably going to be highlighted most on these B shows. As to me, I mean, with stuff like battle royals, you just have matches with competitors and put them in a storyline. Have an announcer in there, have them like insult each other, like entertainment type angles here and there. Nothing huge, or it's just easy build. So here I had primetime players versus crime time. JTG defeated Darren Young, and I keep on like kind of pushing crime time and kind of not pushing crime time, or crime time not pushing prime time players. Is It's just, up and down, and I'd like to see them both like in the lower, like mid card. And if like Darren Young and Titus O'Neil were less popular than Adrian Neville and like Sami Zayn, I'd be fine because I have the Dust Brothers and the Usos as top face tag teams. And maybe down the line, if I break the Dust Brothers up, I could push the Prime Time players back up. But who knows? I just figured to give Crown Time a win here. Then here, Wade Barrett and Big Show argue for a match later, and these two, along with Damien Sandow, I think Damien Sandow, or no, he might be another thing. These two are the favorites to win Andre Battle Royal? I mean, of this WrestleMania 30 Andre Battle Royal. Then here, Sami Zayn defeated Brodus Clay, the freshly healed Brodus Clay, because I sent him down developmental and they turned him heel, or he was already, because he was that dancing gimmick. But when he went down there, they turned him heel and made him a monster, which is good for me because I wanted to do that, but now I don't have to. And I had Sami Zayn beat him here because, I mean, Brodus has a higher popularity. And who's going to have better matches, Brodus Clay or Sami Zayn? Who's going to have better storylines, Brodus Clay or Sami Zayn? Then right after, I had Tyson Kidd face Fandango, with Fandango winning. And this is also a battle royal match, as they're probably going to be competitors, but they could be competitors in something else. Definitely Fandango. Here, 3MB breakup. I released Jinder Mahal, as I have no plans going forward with him. His popularity's crap. He's not really like that good in the ring, or entertainment skills are worth keeping around. So I have Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater just going around separate ways. I didn't turn one of them face because I wouldn't know who to turn face. And with Tyson Kidd, Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville, and then Justin Gabriel all around the same popularity as these guys, I didn't see a point in turning one of them face. And then Big Show versus Wade Barrett in the main event, with the Big Show defeating Wade Barrett with his knockout punch. And Big Show actually has a pretty good record since I've been starting booking this. I don't think I had him lose like a singles match except to like Randy Orton once. Yeah. Big Show, I'm not really trying to protect him or anything. It's just he just gets lucky. It's not like I'm trying to have him keep on winning, but it's not a bad thing because his momentum side. But yeah, it's good. It's good superstars. I try to like book these shows like, would it be entertaining if I watched it? Or like, you got a solid tag match, then you got like Wade Barrett and Big Show are good mic guys. Talk for a couple minutes. Then you have Sami Zayn, who I'm a mark for, so I'll watch just about anything he is and support him. Fandango and Tyson Kidd, and Sami Zayn pulled a good match out of Brodus Clay. Then Fandango and Tyson Kidd, solid workers. The dancing gimmick's goofy, but it has a good rating, so I'm not going to change it. And then the 3MB breaking up, I did it because I like Drew McIntyre a lot, and I like Heath Slater actually, but I like Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre should have been the main eventer, and they really messed him up. So I'm not going to push him to the moon, but I'll give him I'll start treating him better than I have been. Then Big Show and Wade Barrett in the main event, which I don't know, worth skipping, but given time, Big Show can have good matches if given time. So here comes Raw. And there's man, myth, legend, Vincent K. McMahon. Alright, everyone, here is Raw. This is right after Elimination Chamber, and this is heading to WrestleMania. And here to start off the show is Stephanie McMahon announces the tourney, a 12-man tourney for a 6-man Money in the Bank ladder match. You're going to see two matchups tonight, with one being and another one being prepared for SmackDown. And then I brought back Money in the Bank because I don't like having the gimmick pay-per-views really, like where it's dependent on having a match. Like Hell in a Cell I wouldn't have, because it takes it away. Like Elimination Chamber's cool, but it's not cool right before WrestleMania, because I bet you a lot of you guys predicted Randy Orton to win, because it wouldn't make sense to like have John Cena win Elimination Chamber and Dolph Ziggler being Royal Rumble winner. It just doesn't make sense. So I'll end up moving that. I'm gonna get rid of like TLC, maybe. I'm definitely getting rid of Hell in a Cell. I really like Hell in a Cell matches, and I want them to mean something. So Stephanie McMahon books the first match, which is Seth Rollins versus Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel part of the Authority, and Seth Rollins part of the Shield. And then right after, the main event is Dolph Ziggler versus Kane. Seth Rollins versus Curtis Axel, and with Seth Rollins winning, and he's going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He's our first participant. And then in what should have been a match building the Andre Battle Royal, the Big Show beat Ryback. These two are two of the favorites to win. And I mean, part of me thinks Ryback should have won last year with WrestleMania 31, but I don't know. Big Show's the right guy, I guess. Because, I mean, you can't have Andre Battle Royal without Big Show at least winning one of them. Then right after, John Cena and Batista argue because they both felt like they should have won last night. It's just a typical, you cost me the title. No, I didn't. You cost me the title. We don't get along storyline that I plan on going with. Maybe it's the number one contendership. I'm not sure. Just thinking down the line, I figured these guys can put on a good upper mid-card match, and they don't have to be the main event. So I don't think they're going to have a 25-minute classic, because I don't think Batista can last that long. Then right after, Big E and Mark Henry saying they're going to win the tag titles. Then Big E and Mark Henry. Big E actually turns on Mark Henry, and they lose the tag titles. The storyline here is Mark Henry wanted to retire last night after losing against the Dust Brothers and I think the Real Americans. And Big E's like, no, we can win one more shot. And then Big E turns on Mark Henry, and then after the match he beats him down. And in here, and another. See, I made this a three-way because I want to see Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel to see if they had chemistry as a team, which they do, and I'm going to make note of that. And then I put Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn in there to see if they have chemistry as a team, and they do not. They don't have bad chemistry either, so that's good. And Real Americans win because I'm going to end up doing, I think, a four-way match at WrestleMania tag match, which, I don't know, those are like a cluster. But it's not going to be a gimmick match or TLC or ladder match since I already have the Money in the Bank. I think those like take away from each other. Then here's the Miz TV with Miz insulting John Morrison. I wanted to do this match because these two have a history together, and it's just crazy because when that team broke up, I remember when 2009 when they separated, the Miz stayed on Raw and he was still doing stupid hat and the shorts, and John Morrison went to SmackDown, and that week he put on a hell of a match with Jeff Hardy, and I think that was like one match I really vividly remember because Jeff Hardy was like the face of SmackDown at the time. And right after, Stephanie McMahon announces Christian, the returning Christian, is going to fight Wade Barrett in a Money in the Bank match qualifier. Then Daniel Bryan versus Heath Slater. Daniel Bryan wins the victory to no lock. I messed up again. Right after your smash, there's going to be a gimmick where Chris Jericho comes out and Daniel Bryan. I'll explain that in a second. But Christian wins the Match first weight bear here. He's gonna be in the Money in the Bank, and he might not be the only guy who's in the first Money in the Bank ladder match. But here's the angle of Chris Jericho attacking Daniel Bryan. Chris Jericho is actually willing to come back and do this match. He really wanted to be a heel versus Daniel Bryan. He stated it many times. He thought that they would just tear the house down. So I'm going to give him that opportunity at WrestleMania to see what kind of match we'll have. And then Bray Wyatt here is a cryptic promo. Then the Authority is taunting Dolph Ziggler and then while talking about the Money in the Bank ladder match. Then right after, the Wyatt family beat the Primetime Players. They're going to end up being that four-way tag match I was talking about earlier. And everyone here can win it because, I mean, I like the Dust Brothers. They don't have tag chemistry. I like the Real Americans because they're good. I like Cesaro. I like Jack Swagger. And I like their Zeb managing him. And I like the Wyatt family. I mean, it doesn't matter that Eric Rowan's not the best worker and Luke Harper is just decent. They still put on solid matches. And right after, Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton insult each other. And like, in my mind, Dolph will like win the insulting. Like a classic back and forth. And then in return match for an Intercontinental title, Rey Mysterio beats Damien Sandow again. And this is the blow off to their feud. Okay, here's the match for SmackDown. I was talking about Triple H books Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns in a ladder match qualifier. I did this because I thought it'd be like in real life it'd be a good way like Triple H like screw like the two partners to fight each other for a match that could change their lives, and it's just cool to see, and that's gonna be on SmackDown. Right after, Dolph Ziggler talking about Randy Orton and Kane, who he's about to face. And Dolph Ziggler beats Kane with the super kick again. I'm glad he's using that instead of zigzag. I didn't delete the zigzag from this thing. His moves, which don't really matter. It's just like a little anal thing, I guess. And then right after, Randy Orton comes out and like hits Dolph with the belt and then poses to end Raw. Nice solid rating again, and this is like one of like it was like pretty hard actually making this because 24 segments is a lot. 3 hours, it's tough. Definitely like I have 10 storylines going to WrestleMania, so I mean 180 minutes. That's like 18 minutes of storyline without like it's like it's challenging without getting burned out to keep on putting these up. So that was Raw. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you want to see in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Tell me who you want to win. And have a great day, everyone. Sorry for that. My Facebook popped up for a minute. I apologize, but I didn't stop. I did start recording, and I went for the next day to see. And then I got this email. Seth Rollins has contacted vertebrae, and he's going to be out for 1 year, 1 month, and 1 week. To be honest, he was one of the favorites getting Money in the Bank ladder match. So now that he's out of it, I got to figure out who I want to replace with him. Tell me if you have anyone in mind, or if there's like anyone really particular you think will do well and should win. And be realistic. I don't know. Don't have like someone with a 20 popularity, like a Kalisto has 25 popularity. I'm not going to put him in there, have him have a ladder match and win, and then end up being the Money in the Bank holder. But yeah, this really messes up my plans. But it happens, man. Curtis Axel is not going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder matches. I mean, hell, it's his fault. He had a match with him. Well, that is all. See where I go with this. I gotta figure it out. Once again, thank you for watching.